Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I figured we could do a video going through all of the series that I'm currently reading because there's a lot, and I've had a couple people ask like there's series I would recommend, series I've finished and stuff, and so I figured let's just go through all the ones I'm currently in the middle of. I'll kind of tell you upcoming release dates and if I'm gonna continue the series, because I know there's probably a couple that at this point I'm gonna DNF or soft DNF pick up once the entire series is out. But yeah, I'm really excited about this video. I made a list of everything, especially like series I also want to start. I don't know if I'll include those in this video, but there's a lot. So how this is gonna work is I'm gonna grab the book off my shelf or show my Kindle and put a screen of whatever the book is and talk about how many books are out, when the next release, and if I'm continuing it. I do have a lot of series, so I'm not gonna grab like the entire stack just because that would be a lot, especially for like my Fourth Wing set and all that. But yeah, I'm very excited for this video and I hope you guys enjoy. So the first book I'm starting out with is, of course, We Know We Love Her, Fourth Wing, the Empyrean series by Rebecca Yarros. This is probably the longest on-shelf series, maybe The Crowns of Nynaxia, but I've read this probably, I think, a couple months after it first came out. I absolutely loved it. As you can see, I annotated. I've reread it twice. As of right now, there's 3 books out. Fourth Wing, Iron Flame, Onyx Storm. Onyx Storm came out in January of 2025. It was a big ordeal. I now have 2 copies of it, but we have no release date on the next book. Tragic. I know, it breaks my heart. I keep looking at like her socials, but I know she's contracted to do, I think, another contemporary romance, which do not sleep on her romance books. They are fantastic. Absolutely love them. But I want another Fourth Wing book. And as of right now, I think it's slotted to be a 5-book series. We're not 100% sure because I think originally it was supposed to be a trilogy, but she's adding on books. But on Goodreads, I think there's like 5 slots. But yeah, this is the first book. If you have not read this series, if you want like a romance with dragons and kind of enemies to lovers and mystery and great plot points, I love it. I highly recommend it. The next series, We Know We Love Her, The Bridge Kingdom. Y'all may have seen my TikTok, but I took this to the beach with me this past summer and I absolutely flew through it. I think I read it technically in a day, less than 24 hours. It was so good, like plot points, the cliffhanger at the end, that I immediately went to Barnes the next day and purchased the second one, which is on my shelf. Now, this book is part of an interconnected series. There's 6 books in total. I think the 6th book is coming out April 2026, but the way it is slotted is 2 books per couple. So the first 2 books follow Laura and Aaron, and then the next 2 follow characters you meet in the series, and the last 2, so on and so forth. But this was just such a fun book. She's a warrior princess. She is so like bad to the bone. She kicks butt. She doesn't have any powers, but like she's like a trained spy. It was such a fun book to get into, and I absolutely like loved their storyline. So I am gonna do a reread so I can continue the series at some point, because like it was just so fun. I definitely will be continuing this series. So the next one is one that I read on my Kindle. It's a Devanny Perry book, Shield of Sparrows. Y'all probably heard me talk about it. I love Devanny Perry. She's one of my favorite like Kindle Unlimited authors, and she came out with a fantasy series and I was like, what is this? And so I'll put the cover here, but basically our main character, she's a princess. She has a sister. It's kind of like evil step sibling scenario, and she basically is forced to go and marry this prince of a foreign nation, gets shipped off, kind of got pirates vibes, but they are such good like plot twists. The magic system is so interesting. The creatures, you're finding out things that you're like, what? And I think it's supposed to be a duology. I'm not 100% sure, but the next one comes out in April. I absolutely love the first one though. It was so fun, and I will be continuing it, I promise. Okay, this next one is a series that I know I need to continue, but I'm waiting for paperbacks. So we have Quicksilver by Callie Hart, and as y'all know, people bullied her for this artwork, which I absolutely love, and so she ended up changing the covers, and so the second one came out. It's just got the words on the front, and it's cute. I like it, but it doesn't match this. So I'm waiting for it in paperback, but I also think the third one is slotted for this November 2026, which I think is crazy. Like, she's killing it. Now, are these the best books in the world? No. Is there things in here that you're like, what? Yes. Let me preface this. All of these books that I'm recommending are not like historic literary fiction, best thing ever. And it's stuff that I enjoy. Like, it's books that like I can get through, that entertain me. I don't care, you know, like I read different genres, but if I want a crappy romance, crappy fantasy, crappy whatever, I'm going to read that. Sorry for my, but Quicksilver, absolutely loved it. Brimstone is out. I'm just waiting for it in paperback, and that'll be, I think, August. And then, of course, the third one, if it comes out in November, I'll have to just wait. But I think they've been uploaded to Kindle Unlimited, so once I have time, I might just do a reread on my Kindle and then purchase them and use like my Kindle highlights to go back through and annotate, because I absolutely loved annotating this. But yeah, I will be continuing the series. This next one is also on my Kindle. It is the Kindred's Curse series, which Spark of the Everflame, Curse of the Everflame, Heat of the Everflame. This one, it kind of frustrates me because the update for the fourth book has been pushed back longer and longer, and I understand if there's like editorial issues, but there hasn't really been any like confirmation. And so when I was making this list, it said that the fourth one was set to come out July 2026, but then I looked again the other day and it was taken off and it has no release date. And I don't know if that's just an update or what, but I'll put the cover here. I absolutely loved it. First book, I gave it a 5 stars. Second book was like 4.5. The third one, I think I gave it a 4 star. I didn't absolutely love it, but I did read them all 3 in a row within like a week and a half. So I think I was kind of burnt out on my fantasy, but I'm not sure if I'll continue the series, especially if we're going to have to wait, because I think now it's going to be like a 5 or 6 book series. I would love if it was just 4 books, but we'll see. It's on my baby list. You know, if I get to it, I get to it. I want them all in paperback, but of course we're going to have to wait for that. So once I get them in paperback, we'll see about rereads. But yeah, this other one is also on my Kindle. So this one is not as well known. I haven't really seen many people read it, but it's A Stark Few by Alexis Patton. It popped up on my For You page, and I guess it was the author doing a bunch of TikToks, but I kind of thought it was supposed to be a duology. They were on Kindle Unlimited. I read them. They're now being traditionally published, which I absolutely love for this author. That's gonna be so great. But I thought it was supposed to be a duology. Read them, ends on a cliffhanger, and I'm like, it's gonna be more books. There's gonna be more books. So the third one is coming out. It says September 2026. It's going to be traditionally published. So I'm not sure if it'll be going straight to Kindle Unlimited or not. That's okay. First off, look at these like old covers of it. Absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I'm so excited to see if she'll keep the same style, but I'm so happy for her that she's getting this like opportunity. But yeah, that's also a maybe, just to see when books come out. I loved the first one, second one, so, and if it's only supposed to be a trilogy, I may just finish it out, but if they're gonna add more and more books, it may be a soft DNF for right now. We will see. This next one is one that you have probably seen my TikToks for. See the box set, Court of Thorns and Roses. Yeah, I have a lot of mixed feelings about this series. I didn't love this one. The second one was okay. The third one I enjoyed. The novella, did not like it. And then the fifth one, I actually really liked it. That was my favorite out of the series, even though it was the spiciest, so I had to skip over a lot of scenes because I don't like reading that stuff. But I had to read this because I know that all of the kind of Sarah J. Maas worlds connect in some way. And I was reading Crescent City and they were like, you need to finish ACOTAR completely before you read Crescent City because things come up. And so I did it. I liked it, you know. I did start annotating this first one, even though I have a box set, which is fine. You know, I can't get rid of this first one though, just because like I have highlights and words in it. But it's kind of funny to go back and look at some of my things and I'm like, what the heck? But yeah, so this is a maybe continue. We also have no update on the next book coming out, so there's that. If it's, you know, if it's gonna be a couple years, I may just be done with it because my taste may change, but it's like, give us a whisper of something, you know? But it's fine, we're fine. Okay, this one, you guys know how much I loved Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Meyer. It was so fun. I was picking this up on a whim. I liked it by the cover, the sprayed edges, and just looking at like the front of it, like you have a little frog. This is like help on it. Like it just looks so interesting. When I read the back, I'm like, she's literally the assistant to a bad guy named the Villain. And reading it gave me like such comedic Shrek vibes, even though it's a fantasy, like it's a comedic fantasy. So I did fully read this one and I got, I think, over 50% of the way of the second one, which is I think Apprentice to the Villain. And I stopped because I was in school. And so there's now 3 books out, Accomplice to the Villain. And then this summer, when is it? It is August 2026, Adversary to the Villain comes out. And I think that's the 4th book out of 5, if I remember correctly. But they're so fun. So I'm really hoping, it's on my TBR for February. I'm hoping to get back into that universe because I'm really, really excited to continue it. I absolutely loved it. It was so funny. If you just want like something comedic to kind of be broken up with heavy fantasies, this is the series for you. I will be continuing it, I promise. Okay, this next one is also on my February TBR. Emily Wilde, Encyclopedia of Fairies. You guys know I absolutely love this. This was a 5-star read for me when I read it. And it is a trilogy. It is a completed trilogy now. I've only read the first one though. I've heard second one's just as good. I've heard the third one kind of falls off. So this is more of kind of like it's a fantasy with some magical realism. It's like set in a real world, but then there's like aspects of fairies and magic systems and secret worlds. And so I absolutely was obsessed with this book when I read it. It was amazing. I can't wait to continue. I'm rereading again on my February TBR just to continue with the series. I already have the second one, but yes, I highly recommend, yes, continuing. Okay guys, if you saw my January TBR video, you will see that I did my reread of Serpent and the Wings of Night. I absolutely loved the first 2 books in this series, and I'm so excited to reread because there's 2 more books out, and then the 5th book of the 6 is coming out. When is this? This says August 2026. There's also, I think, a novella and another kind of standalone that tie into this world that I will try to read, but this is set up kind of like the Bridge Kingdom, where 2 books follow a couple and they're interconnected. So it's like, technically, you know, you don't really have to read. You do, because you won't understand the world, the magic, the plot, and side characters pop up. But I absolutely love this first book, 5-star. And I have the second one on my February TBR again to read. So excited. And then I already have the 3rd one. So once I finish it, I'll pick it up. But I will be continuing this, yes. Okay, again, if you watched my January TBR video, you guys saw me tackle Mistborn. I absolutely love this book. Now, I did not give it a 5-star. There are just some little things. But as of right now, this is sitting at a God tier series for me. And the way my God tier series works is every book does not have to be a 5-star. It's just, if I think about the series, if I want to be back in the world, if I'm absolutely obsessed, that's what makes it a God tier series. So this is now sitting in the God tier series. The second one is on my February TBR, and I already have the 3rd one. Now, as of right now, I'm only going to read Era 1 of Mistborn. Era 2 is out. 4 books, I know that. And then the 3rd era, I think it's going to be 2028 before we even get kind of a whisper of it, and that's totally fine. But you can read Era 1 and not dive into Era 2 because I think there's like a 300 year time jump. But I absolutely love this first book. It was so good. The magic system, the plot, the character development, the found family, the plot twist. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. So yes, I will be continuing the series, at least the phase 1, the first 3. Yeah, and you guys will see me start The Well of Ascension in a couple weeks. Okay, this one, a lot of people might have seen my TikTok video of me talking about it. This was like a $7 book I got from Barnes & Noble when I was purchasing other books, and it was one I wasn't sure about, A Tempest of Tea by Hafsa Faizal. I butchered that, I'm so sorry. This book was fantastic though, like I absolutely love this book. It was very much giving me like Six of Crow vibes. There's a found family that work together for a heist. It was just like, the plot points were so good, and there's vampires. There's vampires. I think of it as like Vampire Six of Crows, in my opinion. Like that's kind of how it was pitched to me, and I absolutely loved it. It was so good. I think I ended up giving it like a 4-star. Now there is a second book out. It's not in paperback, which is fine. I'm waiting. But this is also a maybe series, because if it's a duology, I'll read it, I'll finish it. But longer than that, I'm not sure. It might just be a soft DNF for now, just because the writing style in this is kind of a lot. And when there's multiple like plot points and like character point of views, like Six of Crows, sometimes I get tired of those and it's really hard for me to read it, but it's okay. So it is on my list to get to the second one once it comes out, but it may just be a soft enough. But I actually really enjoyed this book, so if you guys have not read it, I would definitely give it a read. Pick up the back of it, you know, see if you like it, because it was actually really, really good. This next one, I don't know if it's on Kindle, but it's on my reread TBR shelf, so I'll put a picture of it here. But Bonds of Hercules, Villains of Lore. I know there's 2 books out. It's by Jasmine Moss, I believe, and the first one was fun. I did not realize it was a Why Choose. Have not really read Why Choose before, so it was like, what is this? Also kind of very spicy, so I had to skip some scenes, but the main character is absolutely hilarious. I absolutely loved it. And the plot point is Greek god related, and basically I don't know if she's a human, but she's now modern day Hercules, and she has to go through this trial to kind of prove herself to get into this god's school or kind of team. But it was really fun. It was something I got for Christmas, not 2025 but 2024. Absolutely loved it. I am waiting on paperback for the second one if I decide to continue it, but it is a maybe, because I also thought it was gonna be a duology, but I think there's a 3rd book coming out. Oh, saying up to date right now, so we'll see. We will see. But yeah, if you just want kind of like a fun cheesy fantasy, I would definitely recommend this one. Okay guys, I think we have like my first kind of serious DNF for a series. I'm not sure. The second one I think is finally out on Kindle Unlimited, so it may just be when I try it. But it's the Game Gods Play, Abigail Owen. I think it's called the Crucible series. This one, I was in my Epic kick. If you haven't listened to Epic, I highly recommend. I love Greek mythology. It's like one of my favorite kind of things just to read about, and I especially love stories that take place in it. And so this was about, you know, the gods picking humans to do all these trials and just kill them for fun, and I was so hoping I would love it, and I think I got 50% of the way. I was like, this might be a 5-star, and then it just went downhill. And unfortunately there was kind of like a insta-lust romance that I didn't really care for. Also just I don't know what happened. But it just kind of fell off. And so there is the second one out. I think it's on Kindle Unlimited, so I may pick it up. And then the 3rd one is slotted, I think, to come out November 2026. And I think that's going to complete the trilogy. But this is on a far away maybe. I may pick it up. I'm not sure. It was good until it wasn't. And it may just be me. It may just be my choices. But unfortunately, I don't think I'll be continuing it. I'm so sorry. Guys, this next one, if you have not read any Rachel Gillig books, stop what you're doing. Go pick up One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns. Please and thank you. Anyway, back to Night in the Moth, guys. It's called The Stonewater Kingdom. It's just going to be another duology. This one is so good. So the premise of this is basically this kingdom has their prophets, I guess, and they can see the future, and so people travel far and wide to this place where all of these prophets, and it's so good. And basically she is a prophet that kind of learns things, and people around her start disappearing. There's a plot. She's so confused, and it turns into her kind of becoming a knight, and then the male love interest is a knight, And he is just absolutely amazing. I'm so obsessed. Sybil is such a complex character. I was not expecting to love it as much as I did. Like, I was really excited for it, but it was just so much fun. And so it does end on a cliffhanger, but the next one's coming out. When is this coming out? September 2026, guys. I'm so excited. I also got the Target one with the pretty edges. I'm not sure for the next one if I'll get the Target one, but if they do this again, I might. Like, everything in it is pink. I'm absolutely obsessed. This book is so good. I will be continuing it. I'm so excited for it. Okay, so there's some people that may also have seen the TikTok of me reading this one, and I just like wasn't sure about it because it's more like kind of a sci-fi. Heavenbreaker, Sarah Wolf. This one absolutely blew my mind with how much I absolutely enjoyed it. First off, look at the sprayed edges. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I was absolutely obsessed. It's amazing. And so this is sci-fi, futuristic. They're in space. I think Earth has kind of been destroyed, and the different clans in space use these Titan mech suits for battle, for just pleasure, for, you know, entertainment. And basically our main character takes over one of these clans and their mech suit and basically whoops everybody's butt. And there's underlying plots of taking over other clans. There's war. There's, you know, learning about things that have happened that people are lying about. It was so good. I was not expecting to love this book so much, but I'm so excited for the next one. And I think it is coming out also September 2026. Guys, I'm so excited. Now, I do not know if this will be a duology, a trilogy, a series, a saga. I have no clue. But I liked it. I feel like give it a try if you see it. Read it. You know, read the little blurb about it. But it was absolutely so fun. And there's like other character point of views in here that you're not introduced to. So they're like mystery characters. And it was like basically a countdown until they interacted with our main character. It was so good. I absolutely loved it. We'll be continuing, yes. Okay, these last two, they're technically by the same author, and they're kind of like interconnected romance series. And I'm very excited for it because I think both of them are coming out 2026. So the first one we have is the Grim Tidings book. That's the series. Good Spirits is the first one. I'm not sure what the second one is going to be called, but I think this is supposed to come out also September. This was such a fun like Christmas read. It's about a ghost of Christmas past basically coming to haunt our female main character and finding out they're actually connected in more ways than we thought. And at the end of it, we kind of get a glimpse at who the next main character might be, and I'm so excited for it. But this was such a fun read. This was a 5-star. This is probably one of my last 5 stars of 2025. I was just absolutely obsessed, and this is B.K. Borson. Now, I have read some of her other books. I read First Time Caller. I think I gave it like a 3.75, 4-star. Read her Love Light Farms. I didn't really love those. Those were just okay. But this was a 5-star. And then, of course, And Now Back to You is coming out in a couple weeks. And so, First Time Caller, I did a reread for my January TBR, very end of it. And I annotated it. And actually, going back through this, I would probably give this one another 4.25. It was really good. I enjoyed it a lot the second time. And the next one's coming out in February, and I'm so excited. The character that we meet, that's going to be the second book, we also got introduced to, and he just seems like such a fun, lovable character, and I'm so excited. Yes. I'm looking at my bookshelf, and I'm trying to see if there's another series that I feel like I've started, and it's the Six of Crows duology, and Crooked Kingdom is actually on my February TBR, and I will be starting it. Today's, I think, January 31st. I'll be starting probably tonight, maybe tomorrow. And I think that's it. I mean, Crescent City, you know, I'm counting that as it's a complete series right now, just because the way this book ends, I feel like it could just be done. I do have Throne of Glass up here, and apparently we might be getting a novella, but I'm not quite sure. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But then, like, I have, like, A Curse of the Saints, have not started it yet. Book of Azrael, way down here, have not started that yet. So, I am also reading the Harry Potter series, but I've reread those, so it's like, I'm not really in the middle of them if I've completed it. But yeah, guys, I think that's it. I think that's all the series. No, there's one more. Hold on, un momento. Okay. I forgot. This is also kind of like another one of those like interconnected series. Sword Heart, y'all, you probably saw my TikTok rating it. I think the next one, I don't know what it's called. I didn't write it down, but I think it's also coming out this year. But this one was fun. It was about, I think she's a princess who basically got trapped by her family, and there's a sword that she inherits from her late husband, and when she opens it, there is a knight that's there to serve her, and it's kind of a story about their journey to reclaim her power, her family. There's romance. It's fun, but I think the second one is also coming out, but this is also on my maybe DNF. We're not sure yet. Because it was fun. I gave it like a 3.5 star, but I don't know if I would continue the series. But yeah, guys, I think that's it. I think that's all the series I'm in the middle of. I think that's all the series that I've started. There's probably some like on Kindle that like I read like the first book and I didn't know it was going to be, I don't care. And I do have a lot that I want to start. I'll read those too so I don't have to grab them. But the Fever series by Karen Marie Moning, I'm starting that. Again, I've read the first one forever ago, but I'm restarting it because I didn't get past the first one. Starting that. Direbound, Sable Sorsen. I think the second one's coming out May 2026, but I think it's also slotted for the third one to come out, like I think December 2026. So we will see. I have House of Devils, The City of Gods and Monsters, that book series that's on my Kindle that I want to start. It is getting picked up to be traditionally published, so I feel like anything that'll just kind of push things back, so there's no release date. I plan to start the Stormlight Archives at some point. As of right now, I think those are complete, the first 5, because there's going to be I think like 10 of them. We don't care. The Mortal Instrument series, The City of Bones, I read like the first 5 books of that series forever ago in like middle school and high school. I just want to reread it because I want to continue with the other series that you kind of have to read after. Those are all, I think, up to date. Cassandra Clare has a new series. I think there's 2 books out that I do want to pick up, but that's just going to be way in the future. Red Queen, I've tried to read it twice. I'm giving it a shot because I read Powerless. I enjoyed Powerless. Even though when I read Red Queen the first time, I don't remember anything kind of being the same, but we'll see. I plan to read that series. Red Rising, 7th book is coming out July 2026. I will not be up to date by then, but that's totally okay. The Sun Eater series, that's one that one of my best friends, he recommends. He's not sure if I'll like it, but I put a Libby hold on it. We'll see. Gods and Monsters, that's the Book of Azrael series, right? Is that what this is? Yes, I have the first one. I think there's 4 books out. We don't have a whisper of the next book, but that's totally fine. It'll be a little bit before I get to it. And then The Will of the Many, that series. First one's on my Libby hold. We'll see if I get it. And Beartown is also a Libby hold, but they're all like 9 months away because everyone's keeping them. That's fine. But yeah, that is all the series I'm in the middle of. Some of the series I want to start, but mainly all the series that I'm in the middle of. It's kind of rushed. I'm sorry. I haven't been filming. I don't know how to do this. I found my Octobuddy, so you're currently stuck to my mirror right now. But it's perfect because you're like the perfect height. And then I can like adjust the door. Oh yeah, we're rocking. We're rolling. I keep looking at myself. I need to look at I want a camera, but I don't have money. I'm not working. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoy this. I don't know when it'll be posted, but yeah, I will see you in the next one.